More local news now. This month's copy of Madison Magazine celebrates the best of Madison, and this year the Midwest Munchers won top honors as the best local bloggers. While several of their favorite restaurants have suspended service for now, they still have plenty of suggestions for where to go. We caught up with them before quarantine. That's key here. I know we're sitting far too close to find out why so many people are following their account. Jordan and Mike describe themselves as just a semi-attractive couple eating their way through life, and you can see them doing just that on their very popular Instagram page, which is quickly approaching 20,000 followers. Jordan and Mike, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So you were telling me that you started this Instagram account pretty early on in your relationship. I said it's kind of a big commitment. Some couples get a dog. You guys got a joint Instagram.
Right?
Yeah.
How did you start it?
It was actually all Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I can't take credit.
I have a lot of tattoos, and every artist has their portfolios on Instagram. But when I was looking through Instagram, there was a ton of food. And I was like, Jordan, we could do this. And Jordan's like, no, we can't.
No, I thought it was a terrible idea. I was like, nobody wants to see us eat food and talk about our life.
But it was so popular, and there wasn't a lot of people doing it in Madison. So I was like, I can figure out how to take pictures. So I started with my phone. We started taking pictures, and then we started brainstorming ways to make it funny. And Jordan brought in a lot of the humor, just telling stories about our life.
Probably oversharing stories about our life.
Okay.
Yeah. And then people really latched onto it, and it's now grown to, what, 19,000 followers now.
2.5 years later?
Yeah.
Really popular. And so over the past 2.5 years, you've gone to so many different restaurants. Let's start first in Madison. What are some of your favorites?
Ooh.
I like Heritage Tavern. We love Soho as well out in Fitchburg. Those are great
Like kind of an
restaurants.
Asian fusion restaurant in Fitchburg.
I like Madison because they have a lot of that farm-to-table stuff that you can't really get in big cities, but Wisconsin can do it really well because it's all right here.
That's really big for people in Madison, too. We care a lot about the environment,
where the food comes from, too.
Exactly. And what are some of your favorites in Madison?
So I actually really like to get outside of Madison. We live out in the country, so like going outside of Madison, there's amazing small towns that are, 20, 30 minutes from Madison that have great food, hidden gems. So that's definitely like our thing to do on the weekends. It's kind of like travel outside of Madison.
What was the last restaurant you went to that you had wishing that you had been there earlier?
Okay, so we actually have gone quite a few times, but it's amazing, and it's in Spring Green, Wisconsin, so like 30 minutes from Madison, and it's this really cool old schoolhouse that they converted into a restaurant and cafe, and it's this like amazing hidden gem. They don't have a website, like they barely publish their menu. They have a Facebook page that they like occasionally update.
What's it called?
It's called the White Schoolhouse Collective.
Okay.
So in Spring Green, so check it out on Facebook, but it's really good. Like the menu's small, which is kind of our thing. If it's a small menu, I feel like it's good food. It's when you get like a 3-page menu that you're like, this is gonna be mediocre food.
And we're almost out of time, but really quick, I just wanted to ask, first, who makes the call of where you're going out to eat? Because I know that's always a problem for me.
I feel like that's a thing in relationships, and we totally don't have that problem.
No, we'll suggest a few places, and one of us will be like, oh, we haven't been there in a while, or it's a new place that we want to try. We try to go to new places. There's so many new places popping up right now. It's hard to like go back to the same ones over and over again for us.
And are there any foods that you don't like?
That's a good question.
I will almost eat anything.
Yeah, he eats some weird stuff at home too. He'll make dinner, and he really will eat anything.
Jordan is slightly pickier than I am, but...
What am I picky about? I'm like trying to think of foods I don't like. Meat, really.
Yeah, you don't like any like
I don't like steak, which makes me weird for Wisconsin, I think. I'm not a steak person.
Okay, but there's usually fish as an option.
Yeah,
so there's not one type of restaurant that you just stay away from.
Not really.
You've tried it all, and thanks for sharing it with us. You can follow their Instagram account, Midwest Munchers.
Yeah, for sure.
And get them up to 20,000. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thanks, Christina.
Thank you very much.
So ever since quarantine began, Jordan and Mike have been posting their refrigerator creations on Instagram. That's where they just open their fridge and whip up a dinner with the ingredients inside. So that's a good follow. They're also fans of supporting local restaurants through takeout.